This is voiceover number 4 for this coloring. The first voiceover was about being content while striving for God's promises in my life. But I wasn't ready for that one just yet. The second was a passive-aggressive monologue about the fears and traumas I've been struggling with. The third actually made it up to YouTube for about a day before I decided to do this instead. But it was about how I'm struggling a lot with things still in my life, even though I've made so much progress. How I feel alone and stuck. And it's true. That is often the emotions running through my mind day in and day out. But the voiceover itself was too focused on the negatives, too grounded in the past and in the loss. There were things I wanted to say in the video that I'm not sure needed to be said in a video, but it was the only way I could get it out and hope that those who needed to hear would at some point. I ended the video talking about choosing God and trust and faith, but the video itself was too much of a downer, played as more of a pity party than anything. And don't get me wrong, I want to share my struggles. I don't want to put on a false front. I want to be open, but I want to do it in the right way, not a woe is me way. I struggle with loneliness. I struggle with feelings and fears of abandonment and rejection. But that's not how I want to be identified. That's not how I want to identify myself. But here's the issue. I don't know how to identify myself. 3 months ago, I lost the most important identifier I had ever held. And I have felt empty ever since. I saw myself as nothing before, and I see myself as nothing now after I lost it. But that's wrong. And I am determined to find my identity again. I have held many identities over my life. I have been son, brother, Christ follower, worshiper, friend, officer, student, counselor, manager, director, streamer, artist, writer, and I'm sure there are more that we could add to the list. But if I'm honest, I only still connect with 4 of those: son, brother, Christ follower, worshiper. I so desperately want to put friend on that list as well. But I am honestly struggling with that one right now. But those 4, son, brother, Christ follower, and worshiper, are the only positive identifiers I can currently give myself. And if that's all there is, then that's enough. Being a Christ follower, a child of God, alone is the only identity I need. But I I know He's got more out there for me. He's shown me He's got more out there for me. And as I'm sitting here, impatiently waiting, I am praying that the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead that now lives in me will now also lift me up to new life as well. I know He's teaching and growing me. I know He is preparing me before He promotes me. Promotes me to what? I don't rightfully know. But I do know what I want Him to promote me to. And I guess that already gives me some new identities. Faithfully reliant, hopefully dependent, and a persistent pursuer. Just going to end with some Bible verses to meditate on. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. Psalms 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. And of course, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope.